right, looks like I'm live now. Finally figured it out how it works. Alright, it's Sunday, February 14th, Valentine's Day. Hope you had some presents for your significant other, and it's a long weekend, so let's start. I figured, I made a mistake on the announcement. I said February 13th at 12. So I don't see anybody live, but oh well, maybe some people are coming. All right, let me have some tea because I've got a bit of a cough and a cold, so hang on. All right. So I figured I'd go over some charts. Obviously, let's start with the majors, and I'm gonna switch between weeklies and dailies. So euro dollar. Bit of a how shall I say it? No man's land right here, right? I personally expected to get to the median line here around 1.15, or at least until the 127.2 fib. we didn't reach any of those targets. Now I don't know what it's gonna do. Ideally, we should spike into here and then go down, but it could also be that we go down from here. I do think that euro dollar is bullish, but we need a bit of a pullback. So a good level around 110, 109.75. You know, that will line up really nicely with existing support. So that's what the pink swirly is here, and I do think that we could reach 118 or maybe higher in May, June. So very bullish euro, but maybe not from here, but from lower. Okay, let's look at a daily. Same thing. Like I said, I expected a high here. We haven't reached it, so same as on the weekly. Let's see what happens tonight. I guess it's Sunday and Forex is open, but equity markets in the United States and Canada are closed. Okay, let's move on. You have an abomination trade. I don't know who got in short here, but I certainly didn't, and I guess nobody wanted to get into actually he should have gotten in, because you know, always trade with the trend. But anyway, weekly chart, what's nice is that, you know, the 127.2 was reached, and it basically reversed from there. So what am I looking at now? I'm looking at least going back to the median line, or a bit higher. The 38.2 is right at 115.06, and then I would be looking for shorts again. I'm long right now, and I'll begin taking off at least 50% once we reach the median line. On the daily, oh, 2 people watching, wonderful. On the daily, yeah, same thing, you know, nice up day here. We could be coming into resistance already, you know, around 113.80, which would be in line with with a sliding parallel that I drew here. This could end up being resistance. Same thing with the RSI trend line here. If we go higher, then I'm definitely looking at 115. If you have any questions, there's a chat box here, so go ahead and enter questions or whatever. Alright, let's move on. The pound on the weekly. Just wanted to show you the fork that I drew here. Good support resistance here, acted as support as resistance here, and same here. So kind of liking this fork, and especially the touch here and the reversal. Now I do think that pound is gonna go lower still, and actually it did a 50 back from here, reversed, going lower, so I'm expecting lower in the next few days and weeks, and possible target is 139.50 to 140. That would be my preferred scenario. Looking at the daily, same fork, obviously. Oh no, not the same fork, but a different fork, which matched up really nicely too. You know, right here. Right now, I'm following this fork. Don't really like the long median line from here, but you know, it encompasses price pretty nicely in the last week or so. So I'd be looking at resistance 145.90. Above there, then I guess above here we have to get bullish. Well, not bullish, but maybe another touch of this upper parallel here. But I do think we're going down, and below 143.30, 30s. That would really validate the bearish stance that I have, and then look lower. All right, next, Aussie dollar. Also, weekly chart here, very nice fork. Been working out really nicely, especially with those sliding parallels here. That's shifted a little bit. Alright, so we've been staying within this sort of channel and trading around the median line for like a long time. What am I looking at? Bullish. I really think we can get to 73.50s in the next 2-3 weeks already. I mean, I drew it here on the upper parallel, but I think we should be looking at this kind of, you know, 2 weeks from now, maybe 74 rather. So longs against, and I would say resistance, longs with a stop 69.60, which is a 150 pip stop. I realize that, but that would be a good risk reward, especially if you're looking at a breakout of this upper parallel, and I don't know, you know, 80s. I'm thinking 80s is possible with the Aussie over the course of the next few months. Let's look at this on a daily. Okay, so I've got my little circles as targets, as you can see. I'm looking at this fork, you know, as long as price hasn't reached the median line, it's actually not valid. but I keep it here so it gives me an idea of, okay, what am I looking at to give me more confidence that we're looking up, right? Could draw a fork like this too, something like this. You know, that would match up with targets 73, 74 in March somehow. Okay. Yeah. Then next, NZD USD, the Kiwi. I just wanted to. Okay, this is going to be my favorite play again. I just wanted to show you the really long-term weekly structure. You know, with a nice ascending fork with the sliding parallels that have, you know, touched price really nicely, and you know, this descending fork that we're gonna break out of this, I'm pretty sure, and I'll explain why. So let's make this a little better viewing wise. Okay, so this fork, bit of a wide fork, but especially this sliding parallel, the red one, been acting as a trend line, obviously. I think we're going to break it, but and I was thinking to go long here, right under 66, but I think it might pull back a little bit more, and ideally in the low 0.65s, I would really start looking for longs with a target, of course, months away, but 75, 76. That's the idea. Like I said, a bigger pullback than I initially thought. Yeah, maybe 64.85, something like that. Let's look at this on a daily. Oh yeah, I should have cleaned this up. This is this is like a child's drawing, right? Yeah, if you go on the site, if you're a member, I'll clean up the charts and the daily charts, and they will be available before the market opens and updated, obviously. So, like I said, I'm thinking because of this candle right here, that's a strong downtrend. It's not gonna just, you know, stop and turn around here, in my opinion. So let's look a little bit lower, and like I said, 65, 50, or low 65s. That would be ideal to take a long into up. Okay, next one. Yeah, I don't trade this, but it's also really interesting. If you, this is a weekly again, and if you look at this weekly, this median line has been fantastic. So I really like this fork, especially here. Touched the median line again and reversed in January with the SNB dropping the floor. Then we've got another fork here, which, if I draw it a little bit differently, because like this, then you could say, you know, pretty much validated here. Okay, so I'm looking higher in the Swissy. Just don't know it would be great if we could drop down to 93.80s, which is a few hundred pips from here, but otherwise, unless it's up from here and nobody's in it, I wouldn't touch this yet. I don't know if I have a daily chart that's updated. Oh, I do. Yes, I've got the 200 on here. That's what I wanted to show too. So 200 MA has been providing support, so it could be that we're already on our way up. Alright, with initial targets, again 99.40, daily reversal support, or resistance in this case now. And could be going further up too, above parity again, especially with RSI rebounding here. If we get above 40 on RSI 20, I like 40, then we should see a more substantial move up too. All right, that was it for the majors. Quick look at some trades I'm in, or we are in. The Euro Kiwi actually reached the target from the latest trade, but I'm still bullish here. I really think we could push to much higher highs. Wait, gotta. Oh, okay. I really think we could push higher in Euro Kiwi. I just don't know yet where I will re-enter the trade. And obviously this level would have been great, but missed it. Anyway, so if it goes lower, just like the euro dollar looking lower before higher, I would be watching either this sliding parallel or the red one. And over the next few days, 165.95 looks like a good level to start longs again. Going into touching the median line again and possibly higher. Another trade, Euro CAD. So I posted this to give you an idea how important this level is, where we're at actually, or where it was in January, and we tried to get to it again, but got really nice rejection here. I really like this trade. Might be adding more. I just want to see how it evolves over the next few days, especially with China coming back, and the market closed on Monday, so Tuesday I'll be just watching on Tuesday and trying to sit on my hands and see what direction the market is going to take. But we should be getting back to the median line around at least 1.51, which is another 470 pips right now from where we are now. We look at the daily. Oops. There is one thing on the daily which kind of bothered me. That's this fork, but like I said, I don't like Andrew's pitchforks with long median lines from the start. But anyway, in this level here, 55.07, that was support, and I would really like to see that broken on Monday, basically. And then the next level, 153.36. Alright, I see an error occurred, so the stream is gone. Alright, I will get this video uploaded, and if you missed the last part, you can just scroll to it when it's posted. Alright, have a good day. Bye bye.